This morning, as we celebrate Channel 9's 75 years of broadcasting, we turn the clock back to 1987 and a remarkable documentary that landed WUSA9 on the front page of newspapers across the country. Searching for Justice was an incredible scoop for a local TV station on abortion and civil rights. And as Bruce LaShan reports, many of the Supreme Court cases it probed are still dividing our country today.
Whoever calls the shots determines whether we have integration, segregation, or decency.
The late Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, perhaps speaking as candidly as any Supreme Court justice ever, to syndicated columnist and Channel 9 journalist Carl Rowan.
What about Ronald Reagan?
The bottom.
Marshall, after a stunning invitation to Channel 9 to interview him in his chambers, offered an even more stunning commentary on the sitting president, Ronald Reagan, calling him the absolute worst on civil rights and comparing him to the noted segregationist Woodrow Wilson.
The bottom.
Honestly, I think he's down with Hoover. Wilson.
Marshall and Rowan were old friends.
See what we got here. There I am with the justice.
Tyrone Couch was one of the photographers videotaping the interview.
This is Carl Rowan and Justice Marshall.
You've had a long career. You've done thousands of stories.
Exactly.
This thing sticks with you.
Oh, I will never forget this.
This wasn't unusual just for a local TV station to get this kind of access. This was incredible for any media outfit to get this kind of access. Former senior producer Gene Bowers says it took Rowan 20 years of cajoling to convince Marshall to talk.
You may know this is the only interview he ever did since he was appointed to the Supreme Court in '67.
Marshall's assessment of Ronald Reagan made the front page of the New York Times.
First block in all three network news programs.
Rowan's interview with the justice became a best-selling book and won Channel 9 some of broadcast journalism's biggest awards. But it almost ended before it really got started, after Rowan pushed a little too hard.
Justice Marshall said, that's it. Get out. Very harshly, get out. And it was the first and only time I'd ever been thrown out of an interview.
There were more bombshells in this Searching for Justice documentary, which looked at 3 different Supreme Court cases that changed America.
How dare them tell me that I couldn't abort a baby that I did not want and couldn't have control over my own body. That really pissed me off.
Norma McCorvey was Jane Roe from the Roe v. Wade abortion case. And a lot of people were shocked by what she told Channel 9.
You were raped while you were in Georgia?
No, I wasn't.
You were not?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, so all those stories that are in the books and so forth are not true?
Yes, sir. Yes.
She says, no, I wasn't. And I'm stunned. I'm sitting behind the camera like, oh my God. And I think at that point, I push in to her face,
Justice Marshall, in the end, was optimistic about America's future.
Oh, we're going to have our setbacks. We're bound to have them, but it'll work. You'd never find a better constitution than this one, I know.
That kind of journalism takes time and money, but Bowers says it is worth it.
I think it's critical. And I think there's not enough of it today. And we're all off in our silos and people are not watching things together.
Channel 9 was a superstar station in this city. And I don't think it'll be any different 10 years from now.
75 years of excellence and impact. In D.C., Bruce LaShan, WUSA9.
If you'd like to view the entire documentary, Searching for Justice, 3 American Stories, you can watch it right now on our free streaming app, WUSA9 Plus. Not only can you hear more from Norma McCorvey, but the show also looks at 2 other landmark Supreme Court cases dealing with desegregation and capital punishment.